everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings, and off we go from the Twin Cities. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings! Latavius Murray, 40 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath out to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Leopard, hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Brady to throw on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Murray. And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing that.
Here's Keenum. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second and goal to go now. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And This is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Cooks will come in motion right. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll run it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 42 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Keenum now on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They needed 18 yards, and that's exactly what they got. And by the nose of the football, it's a 1st. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining 1st quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw with Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Again, it's Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Gun, Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Carry of the game now. Murray. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. When the Vikings get down this way, they start looking for number 82. Rudolph had 24 targets in the red zone last year, tops in the league.
And that's what you do when you have a tight end who understands how to get open in tight spaces. Gronk knows how to do that. Tyler Eifert does it well in Cincinnati. Kyle Rudolph emulates those guys.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They try again with Lewis. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll run with White. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 64 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive line all overall, add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Lewis. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A toss to Murray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A handoff. It's Murray. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down.
All right, here we go.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Green, 39.
To throw, it's Keenum. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Keenum now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Keenum now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run. This is Lewis. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's White. And a fast footwork by White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on third down. This is White on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. A swing pass caught. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will give him a 12-point. Just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out come the Patriots. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
34 yards there and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's White. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
20, 55.
Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Everson Griffin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now a toss play to Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 3rd down, it's White. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Brady got to have this one.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 16. So the Patriots coming out now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
You're saying maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Lewis. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a carry for White. And spins away. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 78 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on 3rd down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back. And I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Keenum's going to throw it here. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now let's go. Now, Jack, Patriots.
Keenum to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's got some space here. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Keenum wants to throw it. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now they'll run. Murray. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So the Pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Brady now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much